Hey guys, my name is Simpzy. How are you all doing? Welcome back to some more Total War Attila. We're playing on the Age of Charlemagne DLC as the Kingdom of Mercia, obviously being reforged now as the Kingdom of England. So let's get straight back into the episode. Now, if you haven't gone and watched the last episode, I highly recommend you do. We managed to eliminate the Kingdom of Denmark, the Danes. Oh, I'm appearing online. I shouldn't be. My mistake. Oh god. Okay, let's just fix that. Where was I? Okay, you've taken Hetaby and Aarhus. We've finished our conquest of Scandinavian. Now we're going to be pushing down and fighting some of the other pagan factions. We're going to be declaring war on against Nordlbinga. Hopefully be able to take Hamburg, if you will. Take these three settlements. Might even go to war with East Faria here. How far west is east is that? No, not too far. We're sort of trying to build up as big a military presence as possible so we can go to war with Charlemagne and the Kingdom of Carloman. Now, a interesting development which I didn't notice. Now, the Duchy of Provence, look at that. They occupy the bottom half of Iberia here in Italy, and they've taken a huge chunk of Carloman's lands, which is awesome. Now, I'm not going to go to war with Charlemagne or Carloman until maybe they declare war on each other, or I'm not entirely sure. But let's have a look at my army compositions. We have King Ecgfrith, we have Edgar, we have Cohenwulf, and we have Wigstan here. Now, looking at my family tree, we do have one new development, which has happened quite recently. I managed to marry Penda off to a daughter of the Emirate of Cordoba. This is a little bit controversial, obviously, us being a Christian faction and them being an Islamic. Now, if Penda has a son, he could have a claim to the lands in Cordoba, so that could be our claim to the lands. Obviously, I do want to spread out the family tree, so they're obviously going to look a little bit different. It'd be kind of cool if, like, a portrait, I don't know, obviously the Emirate of Cordoba portraits were kind of mixed or something, because potentially our prince here does have two bastard sons. However, if he dies, we're not going to give it to the bastard. I've sort of made it through only people with obviously not being bastards, noble marriages can inherit the throne. So if the prince dies, it's going to pass to Ecgfrith's second-born legitimate son, Penda. And imagine the leader of the Kingdom of England being half of the Emirate of Cordoba. Interesting. Now, my bastard daughters. Sign-wise here, I don't particularly care. I was honestly umming and ahhing whether or not assassinating her next turn, but keeping her in my family tree will help. I'm not too sure if I keep the influence for what I'm about to do. I'm happy with my daughters, my legitimate daughters, but my bastard daughters, I think I'm just going to marry off and not even give a shit about. Athelstan's son here, Bowenwulf, I think it's Bowen, no, what? Wolf, Bowenred, had a daughter, and Cohenwulf had a son. Also, Wilfred has 4 sons. So, even though this side of the family tree does have a lot of bastards, we can go back to, obviously, this line, who are Offa's grandchildren. Offa died when he's 54. Ecgfrith is 52. So what I'm going to do now is, I'm going to marry sign-wise off. There's no really point of having her. I don't particularly want to give it to Carloman or Charlemagne. Don't really know who this is. I do believe Carloman's son died. Theo here is just a, I don't know, random generated general, I guess. Now, the Duchy of Provence. Would you like a princess? No. I don't know. I think I'm better off giving her to the king of the Kingdom of Asturias, Bernardo. He's 56. It's a high chance. We might even be able to squeeze some money out of him. Here, have my bastard daughter that I don't want. Accepted. So we've married off what's her name again? Oh, she's gone. Oh no, there she is, yeah. Right. I can't believe the king of the kingdom, Bernardo of the kingdom of Asturias, married my bastard daughter Signwise. Interesting. No, so I don't get her influence. It goes to her. Obviously, his daughter's married to another bastard. They just love bastards down in Asturias. But what we're going to do now is, we're currently in autumn. I do have enough movement points to strike Hamburg. We do have my fleet here, so that's what we're going to do in today's part. We're going to get the king now then to move straight in. Actually, before I declare war, I didn't actually check diplomacy-wise. Oh, okay, this looks a little bit more complicated than what I thought. So they're currently at war with Carloman and Charlemagne. They do have a military alliance with the Duchy of Frisia. Huh. And they are defensive allies with East Faria. I was actually planning on going to war with East Faria, but the Duchy of Frisia, sorry, not Frisia, Frisia. Interesting. Now, I do know for a fact that they do have a lot of armies here. For some reason, they've recruited the hell out of warhounds. So, I didn't even check the diplomacy at Utrecht, obviously a former Charlemagne settlement itself. I do have an army here that I can recruit if need be. We do have a 11,000 war chest. Should I recruit an army just in case, I don't know, an unlucky series of unfortunate events? An average movie? Now, I did have some problems with my royal horsemen. They were incredibly slow last time, so should I recruit more? I don't know. They do cost a hell of a lot more, and my horsemen were doing a better job because I don't know if you saw the battle in the last episode. They were incredibly so. They are a heavy melee cavalry. I nearly would prefer the horsemen because they're so much lighter. I like to be very maneuverable with my cavalry. That's why I don't really like camels in Total War. So I think I might phase out the royal horsemen because they're just not quick enough. If they were a little bit quicker, that would be much better. But that's a lot of money as a difference as well. So we'll recruit an army in London just to keep our bets. So currently looking at the Kingdom of England, we have a small colony in Brittany. Obviously we have Jutland. So we've got a nice little kingdom coming across, if I do say so myself, obviously having the United Kingdom and Ireland. But enough jibber jabber, let's get into some wars. So I'm going to declare war on Hamburg. Let's see what their allies do. So Frisia and East Faria join them. We're going to continue the siege, and we're going to push everyone over. Now, I do know that the Prince's army can't push across, because it hasn't got the movement. Oh, no, it has. It should be fine. Right. Okay, let's take the city quite easily. It doesn't have a garrison. I wonder if... Hang on, we'll just continue. If I block the port, just the more odds I can get, the better. So we'll go with an auto-resolve. 10,000 men, battle-hardened from fighting the Danes, have pushed upon the Nords here. We lost 230. We're going to occupy, and we've taken Hamburg. We are slowly converting the populace here with our religion. So Hamburg, what do we have to work with? I'd nearly much rather break it down and change it to a cathedral. Trade port, why not? Salt. Oh, we have salt as a resource. Now that's cool. Sacred grounds. I would like to convert that to a chapel, but what do I need to do? You must rebuild it. Okay. A wine merchant. Sure. Food market. Sure. Why not? Now, I would like to make a peace with Frisia. Hi. Interesting. Or should I not worry about that? East Faria, what sort of their sort of... They're a lot more powerful than Frisia. Regardless, I think we'll be pretty well... we'll be fine. We will manage. Alright, let's move my army up a bit. We can fortify over on the other side of the river, if need be. I think let's do that. Because it will be winter next turn. And we will need to turtle up. But we're sort of circling Charlemagne. The Duchy of Provence is pushing right up, taking a couple of... They've got Lyon. They have a lot of decent settlements. What is that? Is that a dolphin? Or is it a fish? I have to bloody zoom. What is it? It could be a dolphin. It could be a fish. God only knows. But on that note, I think we'll do a save after we've just done a war. I like to save just before a war. Or just after I've declared war, I guess, now. Alright, it's in the turn. Oh, wow. Before I even do that, we've got a lot of stuff to go through. Influence per turn. Sure, whatever. I get sort of sick of this, to be perfectly honest. It does take a little bit of time. It is a pain in the ass. Oh, God, we've upgraded my army. We haven't had an army upgrade in a while. The Vanguards of Offa. Very nice. A nice, I don't know, nod. You could say a nice head tilt to our former king, King Offa. Superb military commander. Was very instrumental in the early stages. Oh, we've had a bastard. Oh, Penda, you fucking scumbag. Ah. You just got married, and you're like, fuck this woman from the Emirate of Cordoba. I don't want to have anything to do with her. And has a bastard daughter, which we don't need. I guess the bastard sons can be used for something, but... a shame, a shame. But, yeah, we need to marry her off at some point. Wigmund, 48. What about some of these other... Offer here, another offer. Landowner. What do we get from that? Wealth. Yeah, most of these guys here are married. Can we seek a husband or something? Oh no, we can't do that. Only male family members can do that. I don't think we can even intermarry with our own family. Which is whatever. I like doing that in Medieval too. You can get some superb commanders from that. Right, so what we're going to do now is we're going to quickly convert this building to... Oh, if the game will let me. To a chapel and a minster so we can convert the religion. It is going down here quite significantly. Right, let's do a save. Ecthrith has gone up in stats. I'm going to go with legend next, so we'll slowly but surely get it. I do apologise if I'm getting a little bit tongue-tied, guys. It is 4 o'clock in the morning. Really itching to play some more Age of Charlemagne. And I've been doing a lot of recording today, so I do apologise. The Duchy of Frisia want peace. Yeah, sure, I guess. Can you give me some more money? Wow. What about 3,500?
Much blood has been spilled.
Okay. They would actually bend the knee to me. To be perfectly honest, I don't really want them. I'd much rather have their lands. But we'll make peace for the time being, because having them, they're the closest enemy I have to England. A noble birth. Cohenwolf. Oh, that's good. Wow, that was awesome. Trade income, 20 trade tariffs. That is superb. Now, where is... who had the son? Wait, who was it? A noble birth. Okay. I don't know, but Bernardo has died. I don't know if he squeezed out any children or not. I thought they already had. Oh no! Oh shit! Cohenwolf had a son. Okay. I don't know that Wilfred had, but Nice, man. Congrats. Now, we do have a lot of generals here that I'm not really using, but I originally got them to marry. Regardless, let's continue our conquest. It does look like they're still clustering here. God knows why they're sitting near the Saxon rebels. Right, let's start sort of getting stuck in. Enough jibber jabber, me being befuddled by bastards within my own family tree. Okay, let's repair. Get rid of that. Get rid of that siege equipment. I don't really need that. And let's continue. Just keep on pushing. We've nearly gotten rid of them. Wow, East Faria does have a pretty big presence. We're going to be able to carve out a nice sort of kingdom here in modern-day Germany, if I do say so myself. So I might leave my weaker army actually in Hamburg, just in case we get flanked. I'm going to move Cohnwolf and the prince with me. How far away are you? Not too far. I still think we should just keep on pushing as quickly as possible, because we've only got a limited number of time before it becomes winter, and then well, things will start to get a little bit hairy. You'd want things to get pretty hairy because it is freezing up in the north this time of year. Oh god. Okay, let's do end turn. But guys, during the end turn phase, if you still are enjoying this Age of Charlemagne campaign, I would really appreciate it if you could leave a like. Helps out my channel a bunch, and it's a great way to show your appreciation. And let me know if you guys are still enjoying it or not. Also subscribe. Oh, that's not good. Also subscribing keeps you up to date with future uploads. So we've had an infant mortality. So a girl has passed away. Who has passed away? I think I'm hiding my dead children. Did she just get born? It must have been Cohnwolf's daughter. Oh, what a shame. Oh well, shit happens. She was a daughter, so I don't really care about her overly too much, to be perfectly honest. I thought that was marriage for a second. I was like, oh, good, I can marry her off. But I have two daughters here that I need to marry off. And we got some generals, just some statesmen here that I honestly don't really need. Alright, we'll continue to push. We'll worry about the family tree later on. But we're going to be able to take a lot of these guys' settlements quite quickly. I don't know why the hell they're clustering here. I don't know if it's glitched. It's pretty stupid.
Europe was broken.
Oh, what?
Led astray by false prophets, and torn apart by the petty whims of its myriad kings. The people were trapped under the yoke of war, injustice, and ignorance. But you deposed these tyrants. With the might of your arms, you tore down their thrones and elevated true religion, justice, and peace in their place. Now, with one voice, your people hail you as the first of Europe's true kings.
Oh, okay, we hit the short victory. Oh, wow. Very nicely done. Obviously, we're going to continue the campaign. Sorry about that one, guys. I literally got interrupted at the end of that video. So we've hit the short victory. No, I don't really want to end the campaign there. I never really thought about it. Long victory, 7 Imperium. Domination victory. You could go to that. We need to reach Imperial level 7. Control 110 settlements either by direct ownership or through military allies and client states and whatnot. But now that we've hit that, we just lost a huge part of our income. The Kingdom of England. Obviously, our Imperium has gone up. So, Imperium is terrifying. Plus, sorry, this is all minus. Minus 25 from Empire growth. Upkeep cost 23 for all units. Wow. Plus 23%. That is quite hefty. That's why my economy's gone down. And so these guys are costing a hell of a lot of money. Even though I don't really want the royal horsemen overly that much anymore. But we're going to repair. Yeah, I'm going to dismantle that. And I'm also going to dismantle that. Upgrade the churches where we can. And the food as well. Can we recruit... We can recruit more horseman units here. But what I'm going to do is, I'm going to move the prince to the front line here, and we're going to hold them there as well. The thing is with these royal horsemen, I'm so disappointed with them, because they are a heavy cavalry unit. 315, we're already losing a hell of a lot of money now anyway. I'd much prefer the medium cavalry, because they're just so much more swifter and whatnot. So what I'm going to do is, even though I spent an absolute fuck ton on them, I'm going to have to disband them, but that will save my economy quite a bit, actually. So let's recruit 4 more. Okay, that was a really nice sort of, I don't know, cinematic intro sort of thing. But we are at war with the Kingdom of East Faria. I don't want to be vulnerable with that cavalry for too long. Okay, well, how are we going for time? 21 minutes into the part. We haven't had a battle. We might do. We can sign a provincial governor. Okay, well, I think we might bring in another offer. I really wish you could see if they're married, because I do need to find a... I do need to marry her off. Yeah. We'll marry her off first. So what we're going to do is, we're going to bring in... We have a couple of options. We've got offer, he's 30, he landowner. Leoford wine. Obviously we've got an... Oh no, we killed the last wine guy. We'll go with an offer. So, we'll just chuck you in. Where can we put you? Brittany, Jutland, Pickland, Saxony. I'd much rather you in England. We don't really need governors overseas just in case we lose these territories. So should we go in Ulster or in Pictland? We'll put offer in Pictland for the time being. Now, let's just cross our fingers and hope that he isn't married. No, he is not. So what we're going to do is we're going to marry the king's second-born, but first-born legitimate daughter. We'll see how we go with that. I might even do the same sort of tactic over here. So end the turn now. Oh, we can obviously put an edict here. We'll go with the minus construction plus growth. Once we've got the cavalry units constructed, we'll swap it out again. Yeah. Just a shame how slow they were. It wasn't even for the fact that they were in triangle formation. So, yeah. Okay, so we've actually been attacked here. The prince has been attacked himself. Right. I am happy to fight this on the field. We don't have any reinforcements coming to help us, so... Ouch. Have we spread too thin? I think we're better off to fight this on the field. We can give them a bit of a bang for their buck. This will be a longer episode, I guess. But we have 6 units of spearmen, 5 units of swordsmen, 3 archers. Then we've got our royal guards, and we have a unit of onagers. It is a flat battle, so that will, well, help to our advantage. So, now that I know that the cavalry isn't as fast, we'll go with a spear wall, actually. Well, or maybe I shouldn't, to be honest. Spear wall, cavalry defense, block. Yeah, I don't see why not. But then, I do like being spread further out. Because we're gonna be attacked from all sides. So being mobile is going to help us more than sitting in just a normal Spear wall. So we're going to do this now. We'll put 3 on the flank. I want my swordsmen to just pivot around and hit them on the flank. Archers can go here. We're going to be using flaming shot. Onagers can sit just behind. Cavalry, we're going to wedge formation, not triangle, I think I said before. I do want to keep them close, but I want to be able to maneuver them. But here we have Prince Egard, hopefully trying to earn his worth in this battle. So we'll hold the line. Let's start the battle here. Right, push up as quickly as possible. Enemy reinforcements are coming directly behind them. But here are our men. Now, I do want to be close, but not too far away. Alright, let's have a quick cinematic look now, shall we? These Royal Thanes will be able to do a good shift, put a good shift in. Alright, so they should be moving their army. Let's start speeding things up. So it looks like they could quite possibly be rallying further back. We'll just let them waste their energy. They are attacking me. I'm in no real rush to fight. I want them to come to me. So instantly they're moving up a unit of skirmishers. I am on a... Well, they have their own onagers there. Yeah, just look how slow these guys are. Moving fast, apparently. Yeah. Which well, I should have been more aware of. Now, what are these guys doing here? They're just sort of like reforming. I wouldn't be surprised if there's more units on the hill just here, but... Ooh. If I can get rid of their onagers, I'll be happy. Man, we've lost a lot of them, but that's what you get when you have such heavy units. Oh, so maybe not. They don't have that much of a military presence up near the onagers. They're mostly on the other side. Nice couple of shots there. Right. Wow. Not entirely sure why they left their onagers so vulnerable, but we're going to double back. Now then. Are they going to Are they going to let slip the dogs of war? I guess we'll have to find out. But they are attacking me. What happens when the timer runs out? You will win if the timer runs out. Oh, okay. Might even be somewhat in our favour to do so. So I'm not entirely sure what they're doing. Is this one... This could be one huge line for all I know, but... By the looks of it, it might not be. You think it would be. But like I said, I'm in no rush. I have my archers and my spearmen ready. They are attacking me. So I can sit back and wait all I want. My cavalry isn't quick enough to just go in and hit in. And I feel like they're quite weak as well. They're not like... Even though they are heavy, they can't really deal with a long engagement that well. So they do outnumber me. Nearly 2 to 1. Okay, so it looks like they're starting to move up now. Those dogs that I've realised are going to be able to hit me pretty hard here. I'm going to fall back with my archers. But they are in range and they should be able to fire at will. Come on, attack me, you scumbags. Well, to be honest, if I wait this out, I'm going to win. They're just taking their bloody time about it. Right. Now, instantly after that shot, I've noticed that I should be using flaming shot. But it looks like the enemy are going to attack us. So there's cavalry pushing on our left flank. Skirmish cav, jav cav. To be precise, we'll try to hit the cluster there. Maybe get a couple of good shots off. If they get any closer, we're going to have to engage them. How are we going on the right-hand side? Because they're going to have to get pretty close because we're not going to be able to hit them. Or that little burst there. We might be able to get the one behind. No. So we're just going to have to draw them away more than anything. I wouldn't mind getting some shots off myself at this cluster. That's not too bad. Simpzy, that's not too bad of a pop. That's going to be perfect. I don't know how this one's going to go, but it might be alright. We're hitting... Oh, it's not too bad. Got a couple. Right, well, after that little bit of fun, we need to concentrate a little bit more. And obviously, running after skirmish cavalry is fruitless, of course. Famous words. Alright, get my archers to... Well, they're sort of just hitting anyone they can. So they're actually going to engage me here with their cavalry. Now, I'm going to have to be pretty careful because they are swinging their spearmen around. We might even be able to hit them there. Alright, now that we're engaging them on the front line here, let's swing my swordsman around. Oh, whoa, Onigers. Firstly, you're out of ammo. Second of all, get these guys to flank. Oh, wow, did they shatter that cavalry unit there? They must have. Right, we've got a war cry. We'll throw it in the center. We'll use my melee defense there. Alright. Get that unit there. Get these guys to go there. How are we going on this left-hand side here now? Push in. What's the spear? Yeah, there's spearmen there. Why the fuck are you engaging that? Archers, I need you to hit clusters. That's one of them. There's another one there as well. Right, come on, you guys. Get in there. Yeah, they broke my cavalry so quickly. Alright, run them down. Alright, let's start hitting these guys from behind here. Wow, we're buckling. I'm going to have to move my prince back a bit because I don't know if we're going to be able to win this battle. They have just swamped me. These axe warriors are just carving me up. Yeah, we've lost. We've buckled under the pressure. Okay, it looks like we're going to have to withdraw with the prince here. Hopefully we don't lose him. That would be a shameful display. We'll let everyone else sort of soak up. Where the hell's my cavalry? Yeah, I guess get the cavalry to withdraw as well. Oh, that's a shame. Yeah, there's no way, even if I like ran around trying to skirmish this, we would win. But we were heavily outnumbered. This is only one of my full stacks. How's the prince going? Oh my god, why aren't you running? Withdraw. Go, 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 go. Withdraw, withdraw. Withdraw. Oh god. With the hordes of oblivion at your back. Come on, mate. We shall fight another day. Ah, it's a shame. How many did we kill, though? That was not a very good battle. Our first big defeat of the campaign. Oh, he just got decapitated. We'll let the cavalry sort of run away, but swordsmen here have now routed. Cavalry charge coming in. Oh well. Hey, you win some, you lose some. That's life. What are you going to do? We can still go out in style, kill as many of them as possible, give the prince that extra defense. So we get some cinematic shots. At least you get some cool shots at the end of this battle. Oh, someone just got somersaulted. But I'm going to be curious to see who has done most of the work for them. So what are we coming up against here? These guardsmen. Oh, alright. We've broken there. A decisive defeat. Ugh. Let's end the battle there. 2,760 were deployed. They did outnumber us nearly 2 to 1. But it looks like the prince narrowly escaped with his life. Most of my units were destroyed. Did we even destroy any of them? No, a couple. But, unfortunately, we've lost there. But, however, with offer, we have the advantage, apparently. Because they are attacking a city. Those warhounds just carved me up on the battlefield. We'll go with a balanced stance. Decisive victory, lost 467. They lost 2,000, so we're going to kill the captives. And we've barely pushed them back. Looks like the kingdom of East Faria is coming up to attack us. Oh no! Ormond 11 died of infant mortality. Oh no, it was Wilfred's second-born son. Oh, after a huge defeat, we've had an infant mortality. Well, I'm actually interested in peace with East Faria. Low. Because then I can focus on these guys here. Public order would be good. I'm just trying to see what would help me more. It's getting more money, really. Get rid of that. Put that in. Right, what should I do with this army? Probably keep him with his father. He is the safest bet for us, I think. Why can't I seem to move him anywhere, by the looks of it? Maybe I need to recruit something that might just sort of jog it out a bit. I don't know. How are we going to run these guys down? It is winter next turn. East Faria is pushing up some armies. We do have a plague here at the moment, which is unfortunate. But I'm going to end the video here. Thank you very much for watching. Like and subscribe if you haven't already. Unfortunately, we did lose that battle, but we will have a battle against East Faria by the look of it. They do have a lot of warhounds. Excellent armor piercing damage. Yeah, that's bloody why. They are just tearing me up. But yeah, my name has been Simpzy. Stay tuned for more content on Simpzy Total War. Goodbye.